Don't be afraid to approach foreigners.
En hutse pot is a typical Flemish winter stew.
De foodmet is eigenlijk geïnspireerd van Zuiderse markten, gelijk die van Barcelona.
Welkom bij de allereerste aflevering van het nieuwe 4e seizoen van Fans of Flanders. Deze week een Syrische vluchteling die zich inzet als vrijwilliger in Antwerpen, een Amerikaanse expat en haar innige band met een Spaanse windhond, een Brusselse markt met een Zuiders tintje en de eerste aflevering van Björn, een IJslander die een nieuw leven opbouwt in België. Speciaal voor expats, maar ook voor jullie, gelukzakken van bij ons. Ook dit seizoen is Nigel weer op post voor onze vele kijkers. Of ja, vele.
The VRT television channel, Canvas, is facing financial restrictions from the government because their programs aren't being watched by enough people. But that's normal. They're all cultural programs. Who needs culture? I mean, why give money to the opera? Nobody goes and watches it. Why give money to people that nobody wants to see? Why give money to politicians that read books and know what they're talking about? You know what I mean? Give money to the people that just shout stuff without knowing what they're on about. That's my views anyway, mate.
De laatste maanden werd het nieuws gedomineerd door de vluchtelingencrisis. En niemand die echt weet hoe het verder moet. Fans of Flanders keek verder en vond een jonge Syrische vluchteling met een verhaal van hoop. Amer.
You have two options, either to kill or get killed. And I'm not okay with none of them, you know? I was raised in a Muslim family and a very traditional family, but I was a little bit like a rebel. I didn't live by the rules. It wasn't the perfect country for me, but it was home, you know? The change from the situation, from peace to war, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like in a day. The thing is, from the first day people protest, they got killed. When you're talking about changing the political life there, it's not that easy. Because even if you're peaceful, even if you're not doing anything, just standing in the street, holding candles, doing absolutely nothing, they will hurt you bad. We were too much optimistic. We didn't see how hard it is to get there. First, I decided I have to get out. Okay, I will go to Turkey first and then I will see what happens. I was trying to find a work in that area, in a humanitarian field, so I was applying more to organization that gives aid for the refugees. Because there is a big crisis right now inside your country, so you have to do something about it. You can't just sit around and watch. From Turkey to Greece, I took a small boat to a small island, and then we went to the police. They gave us some paper, and they say just go to Athens and you will find your way. Don't stay here on the island. So I have to continue my way. There is a lot of options, but my resources was limited, so I took the highway. The first concern about being a refugee on the way, you're just running from everything. You're afraid from everybody. You will feel that you're completely alone. No one to help, no one cares about you. That was the most difficult thing about the journey, the fear. You always feel that you are followed. For me, I'm a young man. I can do it. It's okay. But I feel sad about the families. You know, they just want to live a normal life. I'm trying to fill my time with some kind of activities. Mostly it's volunteer work. I'm here basically to help building a playground for the kids in an elementary school, which is awesome. You know, life goes on. We're here to build a new life. You know, I'm not gonna play in this playground, but it's for the humanity. It's for all the people.
That's what I mean. So don't be afraid to approach foreigner.
En dan nu het nieuws uit Vlaanderen. Als dat maar goed komt.
Do you know what I like about Belgians? They're always using things they might not approve of. They're using them to make their life more easier. Adapting, you know what I mean? Oh, are you still here? Yeah, well, see, I needed to get my car through the technical control, so I've just downloaded some software from Volkswagen. You know, it all helps.
Dussauchois mocht dit seizoen niet ontbreken. Hij legt je een nieuw Vlaams woord uit en geeft je daarbij ook nog kooktips voor de herfst. Dat is gemakkelijk.
How good is it to see you back for a new season of Fans of Flanders. Yes, although the VRT has to cut down drastically, our little item survived. So did my boss, by the way, but let's move on. There's loads of Flemish words to discover, like this beautiful one, Hutsekluts. Hutseklut sounds a lot like hutsepot, and hutsepot is a typical Flemish winter stew with potatoes and vegetables and cheap cuts of pork. It's delicious with enough mustard. Now, hutsekluts is a hodgepodge, a mishmash, a confused mixture, a mess. Hutsepot can be eaten, hutsekluts not, unless it is your way of describing what's in your plate. Now, hutsekluts is often used in combination with hele or whole, and the hele hutsekluts means the whole shebang. So, next time your boss tells you to leave the office immediately and take your hele hutsekluts with you, don't think it's a fire drill. You're fired.
Een nieuw seizoen betekent nieuwe items. In ons poëtische expats zetten we de huisdieren van expats in de kijker.
The galgos are used for hunting rabbits and for hunting birds. They're absolutely right now the most abused breed of dog in the world. In the dog world, they're called the gentle giants. And galgos are called the dogs with the eyes of sorrow. She's small, she didn't grow up all the way. I expected a much bigger, elegant galgo because when they're big, they're very elegant creatures. But instead I got this cute little sweetie thing. But you have to shut up now. Nee, dat mag niet, hè? Dat mag niet. Her mother was bound and gagged and thrown in the garbage. So she learned human ways to be. So she kisses like a human. She doesn't lick you like a dog. With children, she's so patient. They hit on her, they pull her tail. She's very responsive to sick people, and sick people respond to her. She's a healer, but I don't think that's just Jet. I also think that's a part of the race. They're healers. We canoe together. We try to canoe all the rivers of Europe that we can. She's a part of my contact with nature. I'm her contact with nature because I'm the only one who can take her there. I'm learning Spanish for her. And I promised to take her back to Spain. I think she needs to go back to Spain because c'est mi gagarita loca española.
The Belgian Ministry of Transport has started a campaign to urge us to keep within the speed limits. Remember Bob, who used to tell us not to drink and drive? Well, now we have Pink Ray. So according to the Ministry of Transport, people who drive within the speed limits should be more like Pink Ray, who's obviously very pimpy. Okay? I don't know what the message is, but follow their advice. Ta-ta!
In mei opende in Brussel de Foodmet, een overdekte markthal met meer dan 50 standen met vlees, vis, groente, fruit, kruiden en ga zo maar door. Fans of Flanders pakte zijn herbruikbare boodschappentas en waande zich in het zuiden van Europa.
Foodmet is eigenlijk geïnspireerd van Zuiderse markten, gelijk die van Barcelona.
We have lived more than 15 years in Kazakhstan, Gabon, and we have done exactly the same things there, finding the best market where to find local food, exotic food, all what we need at a very reasonable price.
Dit gebouw hier, de Foodmet, is een plaats dat de handelaars van groenten en fruit de mogelijkheid geeft om iets anders dan buiten op de algemene markt te verkopen. Iets fijnere producten, beter voorgesteld en aangenamere sfeer.
Ma spécialité, c'est fruits exotiques, fruits et légumes exotiques. Ça, c'est le cacao, ça. Voilà, je vais vous montrer. Ici, voilà. Faire ça. Normalement, on l'essuie sur les manches. Après, il y a tout un processus à faire pour avoir du chocolat noir. Eh ben, c'est ça la base du chocolat. On a aussi ce qu'on appelle les taros ou les dos. C'est une sorte de patate. Ça se mange en Amérique latine, ça se mange en Asie, ça se mange en Afrique. Et grâce à mon travail, je fais beaucoup de contacts. Donc j'ai de contact avec les Asiatiques, les Africains, avec tout le monde. Donc ça me rapproche des gens. Donc c'est une richesse, quoi. C'est une culture générale que c'est vraiment une richesse. C'est pour ça que j'aime bien.
It's more like in Africa. So this kind of market to have in Africa. So.
We verkopen dingen die je in een gewone slagerij niet vindt. Bijvoorbeeld slachtafval, zoals dit. Dit zijn de verschillende magen van koe. Dat zijn rundpoten en die zijn gerookd. Daar zijn de ingewanden. Ons cliënteel komt vanuit heel België eigenlijk. Ze komen allemaal speciaal naar hier, omdat het hier aan een goede prijs wordt verkocht. Wat je bij andere slagers niet kan vinden.
Dat is heel mooi, heel fascinerend. En als dat hier zo kan worden, gelijk de markt van Barcelona, daar is echt sfeer in. Je vindt daar heel mooie producten. Ik denk dat dat hier ook kan. En dat is een beetje de uitdaging.
België heeft er sinds kort een nieuwe expat bij, Björn uit IJsland. Wekelijks schrijft hij brieven naar huis over zijn avonturen in onze kleine regio. Een exclusieve inkijk in de correspondentie naar zijn papa.
Dear Papi, today was the big day. I, Björn Birgisson, a small fisherman from Iceland, have arrived in my new hometown, Belgium. It is so different than Iceland. It feels like they live in the future. At first, it was a bit hard to adapt, but I'm starting to learn step by step. Just like the locals, I tried to hitchhike, but nobody picked me up. I landed in the beautiful capital. It looks different on the pictures. I arrived in a typical Flemish village. I couldn't find a hotel, but I did find a friend. We shared a Belgian beer. He smelled like fish. It made me feel like home. Oh, Papi, this really is the heart of Europe. I think I will be very happy here. Stort knus, Björn.
Mama, they won't let me out.
Sure enough, they're graceful and full of elegance and their bikes are white. But is that the explanation?